What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we back again for a whole new episode review of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 15, episode 12. Sex, lies, and video phones. Let me just... Video phone and your video phone. That's my song. I don't care nobody say. Anyway, listen. I just want to know, is this going to be the last time we hear about it? Okay, because I just got a feel, and 11 minutes in, we spent the whole first part of this whole episode, before the first commercial break, talking about this whole situation with this, did you kiss somebody or did you not kiss this girl, Drew? At the end of the day, Drew, you lying. Okay, that's just all that it is. That's just all that it is, okay? The season that LaToya was on, LaToya literally went on Candy Speak on it and said that she kissed you and you kissed her, whatever, okay? And I don't know what it is. I don't know, like, I don't understand. Like, it happened a while ago. And it is what it is. I don't, like, y'all do a lot of stuff. I don't understand why you have to lie about it. I don't know if this is something that's going to interrupt your marriage or whatever, but you already filed for divorce or y'all was already going through y'all thing. I don't know if you consider this cheating or whatever. I don't know. I just don't know the purpose of lying, okay? And I don't know Candy to be a liar and things like that. And they said, girl, Candy had called Kenya that night. Kenya was trying to go to bed. And Candy had called Kenya and, was telling her about it. She didn't call Cynthia. She probably didn't call Toya. She probably didn't call everybody that she could think of. Because Candy like, you ain't finna make me no liar, okay? One thing I ain't gonna do, you can call me anything else, but I ain't gonna be no liar, all right? And at this point, what does she have to lie about you kissing somebody? Meanwhile, you got Mimi. Girl, I can't wait till we get onto the Ty situation because I keep bringing it up, but I have to find that interview when Mimi was talking about the whole situation with Drew and Ty. She didn't go too in depth, but she was pissed, okay? She was pissed. And I said, oh yes, something definitely did happen between them two because at the time, we thought Mimi and Ty was back together and they were still on good footing, right? Come to find out they not, and come to find out Drew possibly got something to do with that too, okay? And I said, you know what, y'all are in Atlanta, and it is what it is. It is what it is. Listen, Drew, your husband was out there doing what he was doing with whoever he was doing it with in Tampa, and you did with whatever you did with, LaToya out there in Carolinas or whatever, in Bolo Land. Baby, he did what he did, and you got your lick back. You got your lick back, okay? So what? Like, I would not be so pissed off about that. Or trying to lie about it and all that. I don't know if you're trying to make yourself seem like you don't do those type of things. And then somehow she's upset at Marlo because Marlo got the video of it and sent it to LaToya and all this stuff and woo, woo, woo. I guess we not friends. I said, girl, you and Marlo ain't never been friends. I just want you to know that Marlo is not friends with nobody for real, okay? Even though she cool with Sonya, she ain't friend with that girl, okay? Because let Sonya do one thing wrong, she gonna be on her ass like she been on everybody else's, all right? So there's that, okay? So now you pissed off about that. And you saying, listen, girl, we ain't friends no more. She ain't never been my friend. And you talking to Kenya about it. And of course, Kenya and her broke ass. I'm just saying, like, the tailbone must be healed up. The tailbone and the coscus must be healed up because mama was walking and sitting. Baby, if I messed my tailbone up and you fell pretty hard, maybe you fell on some meat, okay, and it was just bruised, or you on some good, strong medication, because I done fell on the tailbone before, and baby, and I done had my sciatic messed up plenty of times, and that thing messed up in the same spot. Baby, it is hell on earth trying to sit up and trying to stand up, and you was moving really good, okay? I just want to put that out there. You up there listening to Kenya, okay? Talk about so like, you're gonna have to blame Marlo. Marlo was the one. And Marlo, I said, girl, that's what Mangetta up there talking to her about. I said, Marlo is the reason. I said, Is Marlo really the fault up in this? I mean, yes, she gave her the movie, the video, but when did she give her the video? Did she give her the video when all of this happened back then? Or did she just give her the video now when y'all just brought this back up? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I need a clarification for that. Because you got Drew talking to Sheree about it, and she upset with Marlo, like, talking about something. The girl was never my friend. I said, girl, you just not figuring that out. You just not figuring that out. Marlo up there with singing like, damn, we just done made up and now we back in the same place or whatever. We didn't even make up for a good day. And now gotta go start all over again. I said, I don't necessarily think I'm upset with Marlo in this situation. And I may be wrong and I may got it wrong. But like everybody keep on saying, Drew's a liar. Half the cast is liars, okay? Everybody know it. You got Courtney being sit down with Sheree and them, and Mayetta spilling the tea like they was sitting over there talking about some girl, we got your back, and you know they was talking about the whole thing, and basically everybody was just talking about the fact that Drew is a liar, okay? And I'm just like, the girl's a liar. I don't know, like Drew, your reputation precedes itself, and I don't know, ma'am. I just think you need to just chalk this up and take this L. And truth be told, LaToya is a cute little girl. I ain't even gonna lie. She's a cute woman. She probably got on my nerves. No, she did get on my nerves when she was on there. But I wouldn't mind. I don't care if I had somebody else. I just have to take it. I can't lie. Girl, Sheree said, so you got a problem with somebody recording you when you are being recorded on a reality show? Make it make sense. I said, girl. I said, y'all gotta stop. Please do not run this into the ground. I do not need another Bolo and Portia situation. Y'all spent the whole season on that. Can we move on? Okay, because I know, let this be the last episode. Let this be the last episode about this whole thing. Like, why are we bringing up and rehashing old stuff? Are we that devoid of a storyline or present stuff to make this I don't know. It's irritating right now. So now it's time for the girls to get on a bus. They're about to get ready to go to this sound bath. And did y'all hear what Marlo said? You know what? I'd rather read my Bible and drink some wine or something like that instead of going to a sound bath. Like, it's almost as if she said that as if the sound bath is something that is negative and against Christianity, and literally all that it is you're meditating and clearing your freaking mind. We got to get up out of that, okay? First of all, everything is not Christianity focused to the point where it's going to be a bad thing, and it's not going against Christianity. If you believe in Christianity and if you consider yourself a Christian, that is fine, because I consider myself as well. But I'm not going to look my nose down and be ignorant to other people's practices, okay? And again, a sound bath is literally just meditation with sound, okay? You're clearing your mind. I said, girl, all right. So, you know, Drew feels some type of way because I think Kenya had asked her something. Anyway, I apologize. Y'all want to know who I am right now going back and forth with? Why is I like this? Like, what is going on? I don't know if y'all had ever, pause. I don't know if y'all heard the, okay, so if y'all went to the Renaissance concerts or at least seen some clips or whatever, and, you know the song My Power, okay? And you know the girl that's on now, I think her name is Moonchild or whatever, and she do the ending of the song, you have to look at it, and she got those little coils in her head or whatever, right? So I put up this post. I just tweeted, because, you know, Blue was at the concert last night or whatever, and then, you know, we was like, what Blue, when Blue go back to school, what Beyonce gonna do? She gonna be shit out of luck. Why she just gonna quote tweet me and say, I mean, you don't have to do nothing. You not Beyonce. I don't know. So I'm like, I mean, don't you get that this was a joke or whatever? Like, this has been a running joke that we've been having forever. I think it went over your head. And I mean, I've already seen her. So, of course, I know I'm not Beyonce. Like, what is that? And then going to reply back and say, how do you know that I'm not joking with you right now? This is not a joke right now. Let me tell you something. It wasn't no joke. Please don't piss me off because I like your music, okay, Miss Girly? Oh, Why is this happening? Girl, okay, girl. She gonna say different sense of humor. I don't know. I do know the joke. I was playing. Joke sucks when you say I'm joking. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. That's all I'm gonna put back. Okay, girl. Like, don't do that. Every time people get caught when they trying to be smart, it's just a joke. It's just a joke. No, it wasn't no joke. Oh, it's different sense of humor. No, it wasn't no sense of humor. Anyway, moving on from that. I'm sorry. Back to the show. That just threw me off. That just threw me all the way off. Okay, and anyway, wow, like we get into it with the wrong people. What is happening? Moving on from that, back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So Drew feels some type of way about the fact that Courtney ain't really been saying nothing to her. Like she said, listen, girl, when I first seen her earlier today or whatever, I think Kenya had asked her about it or whatever. She was like, I mean, her demeanor changed and all this stuff, woo woo woo. And I'm sitting here like, well, girl, they had a conversation. Okay, they had a conversation about you when she was warned about you being a liar. All right, and that's just what it is. I don't know, like to me, I'm not gonna take the words of somebody else. I'm gonna see it for myself, okay? And if you supposed to be so-called family now or whatever, I'm definitely gonna talk to you about it. I'm definitely gonna see and hear you out about it before taking the words of people that I technically don't know, and I'm supposed to be closer to you because you all of a sudden family now. No, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so that's kind of fake on Courtney's end. You know what I'm saying? We found out that when Kenya went to the hospital, they diagnosed her with trauma. You know what? When Courtney said trauma, more like drama queen, let me just tell you this. On the one hand, I was 100% with Courtney for a second because I was like, now Kenya, what? Kenya, what? They diagnosed you with trauma. But the only reason why Courtney is saying that because Courtney is mad that Kenya told her don't put your hands on me. Okay? And I ain't seen nothing wrong with what Kenya told that girl. Baby, I don't know you and I don't care if you talk with your hands and you be up in people's spaces like that. Please respect my place and don't my space and don't do that. Okay? Please. Please don't. Okay? Don't let it go. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like, you know, Courtney, you're just gonna have to get over it. You're just gonna have to get over it. I mean, Kenya is a drama queen, but you just gonna have to get over it. Both y'all gonna have to get over it at this point, because I feel like the beef between them is literally pointless and useless and why. Okay, like come on, we can do better than that. All right, y'all ain't got no real issues amongst each other. Meanwhile, we found out that Moneta used to rap. I don't know, Kenya told her to rap because she used to be on the radio or something back in the, I don't know. I said, girl, hush. Stay quiet like you been. Okay, I was just like Drew, baby. I would have been just like Drew. Drew was in that car like either not paying attention or she was knocked out. Sheree said, you need to stick to what you know, and it ain't rapping because it was wiggity, 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 a whack. I said, it was. I was trying to catch the beat, and I was trying to see if she had a little bit of flow. And then when I seen that the subtitles came up and they said something about Benzinos and jets, I said, as soon as she said Benzino, I said, I know what you're trying to say, and I know the play on words and the double entendre. I just clapped out. I said, girl, hush, hush. Leave the musical cavalities to Neo. Just leave that to them and leave it to Candy, okay? Not you right about now, girlfriend. But, you know, so, of course, they're in separate cars, and they're going there to the sound bath place, and they get there and they lay there. And Sheree want to keep on telling us this about de-stressing and shrinking her fibroids, as if as soon as she get from Portugal and she get back home, her fibroids gonna have been shrunk astronomically smaller. No, girl. Okay, I don't know, something about the way Sheree keep on bringing up her situation with the fibroids and trying to make it seem this is the reason why she's out here. It sounds a little like you're putting on, in a sense of, you're faking the reason why you're out here. You're trying to make it seem like you're out here for the greater good and you're out here for peace and trying to get, but it's all cloud and mess, because at the same time, you could have did all of this in Atlanta. You could have went to Dr. Jackie. You could have went to found a sound bath place there. Okay, hell, you could even did it yourself. You could have looked up how to meditate and saved a lot of money. I don't know, something about Sheree just don't seem authentic with this trip. I don't know if it's just me, but that's just what it is. They do what they do, and the sound bath kind of opened up their minds, and they was just thinking about, certain situations. Sheree was thinking about her grandkid. Kenya started crying. Sonya thinking about the situation that going on with her and her sister, how she got to fix that. And everybody else was thinking about some stuff. But then they get to Kenya, girl. Kenya was sitting there crying. I said, girl, you crying because Mark putting you through the ringer, okay? Let me tell you something. Baby, I know she regret marrying that man because, god damn, I'm so tired of hearing about them not being divorced yet. Every time something come out in the news, it's about something going on with the divorce instead of them saying they've officially divorced. I am over it. So, the girls, they get through with the bath, and basically what was going on with Kenya, she was just thinking about her daughter and all of that stuff, and the fact that, she is a mother. I'm still thinking about that shit. People are funny. But anyway, she was thinking about her daughter and all that stuff, and the fact that, she ain't got no mama. She ain't got no mama that care. Okay, but they get through with that. They go over there to have some food, maybe lunch or whatever, and everything was going cool, right? Sheree up here talking about so I don't know if she was talking to the lady and she was telling her about her fibroids or whatever, and the lady was like, do you know a witch or something like that? I said, wait a minute, what? I'm wondering how we jump from this to that. She said, girl, because it might be a spell on you. She said, no, I don't know no witches, but I know some bitches, okay? And I said, you know what? It is what it is, Could be yourself as well, right? It ain't got nothing to do with nobody putting no spell or nothing on you. This is a natural thing that happens to women's bodies all the time. You just got a little bit of fibroids and you just got to take care of it, okay? Nobody does nothing to get them. It just happens. So they get into that and they start talking about how things went the night before and everything was cool and they had a good time until they didn't, okay? And, Kenya wanted to know exactly what happened. Like, how did things turn? Like, what was going on? I said, girl, you already know, but you gonna ask to stir the pot. I said, all right, let's get this going so we can get this out the way. Basically, they was just saying how, all of a sudden they was cool. And then Candy wanted to bring up the fact that some of the girls there was acting like they ain't never kissed no other girl or whatever. They be lying about girl-on-girl action and all that stuff. And I said, what prompted Candy to bring that up? Candy, this is why we need your ass back there in Portugal. And shout out to Bondi Blue, because Bondi Blue gonna be on Speak On It with Candy tonight. So make sure y'all check that out. And maybe we'll get some answers, all right? But I said, leave it to Candy to bring up some stuff. And Marlo hit the nail on the head. I really wasn't mad at Marlo this episode. And y'all already know our history with Marlo. I just really wasn't mad at her, okay? She said in that confession, she was like, you know what? Half these girls probably undercover lesbians, okay? Because we always talking about kissing or looking or touching somebody. And the way that they played them clips back throughout the seasons, I said, bitch, I forgot about the Cynthia and Candy's clip. I said, you know what? I really do think that they was click-clacking a little bit. You can't tell me no different. Somebody done went down on somebody and did something with somebody in that whole group. I don't know. And I don't really think that it's the obvious, meaning Candy and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? I really think it's somebody that we probably don't even think of, Marlo was like, well, the only one that I know for sure that probably didn't do nothing is Sonya, because she said she don't like girls like that, so that's fine. And I was just like, So now to answer my question as to why Drew was so upset with Marlo, because I'm thinking, like, when was this video sent? She said we found out that it wasn't because the video was sent when they was out there in the Carolinas when all this stuff happened, when the Bolo incident happened. Marlo had recorded Drew sitting there doing the little slumber party that they had, and then sent the video to LaToya then. And then Marlo was like, why you getting mad at me? Because everybody else was recording as well. Like, Manetta was recording. Manetta said, wait a minute. I mean, yeah, I was recording all that, but when the cameras went down, they said put the cameras down. I put the cameras down. Everybody in that fucker was recording. I said, well, listen, You should be used to it by now. I mean, it's a kind of a violation, yeah, but I wouldn't feel no type of way about it if I knew what I was saying was true and I ain't had nothing to hide. So that's why Drew was mad, understandably, because what you recorded me for. But if I ain't did nothing and I ain't got nothing to hide, girl, I don't really give a damn what you do. And so now, Drew is pissed off with Marlo. Oh, you the scum of the earth. You this. You need to go check on your edges. You need to do this and do that and all. I'm sitting here like, oh, so we going through it like this? She was like, girl, why are you always coming for my edges? Do you want some? Are you getting the pay? I said, now, Marlo. The thing about Marlo is when she go head up with somebody, she can't really read them right. You know what I'm saying? Because Drew was kind of eating her up a little bit, and Marlo tried to come back for her, and it just didn't land the way that she wanted to land. I'd be like, girl, you be doing all this stuff, and you can't even read right when you get read. Like, we gonna have to practice that. We gonna have to work on that. Case in point, did y'all see that Marlo, because it's on Twitter, Marlo put up a before and after picture, of Kenya when she was in her pageant days, and a present picture of how she looks now. And I'm sitting here like, and then they said it was a post and delete. She put it on her Instagram story or whatever. And everybody is a little bit confused as to why she did it, because I don't know what she was trying to prove. Kenya don't look that much different from when she was before. You know what I'm saying? She was really, really young back then, and now she looks like a mature looking woman now. So I don't know if she's trying to imply that she got work done besides her ass, if she got work done or whatever on her face. I don't know, but it didn't give the response that she thought it was gonna give, because she deleted it, and everybody keep on saying, Kenya must have ate that ass up at the tore her up at the reunion, because they refilmed the reunion already. And I honestly feel like the reunion is not going to give. If the season is not giving, the reunion definitely is not going to give. But there's that. Next thing you know, Monyetta was up there talking about, Kenya had asked Courtney, was there anything that you need to say? Was people saying some things to you or whatever? And Courtney was like, no, ain't nothing that needs to be said and all this stuff, woo, woo, woo. And Monyetta was like, I mean, yeah, because y'all was sitting up in there and it's like a collusion that was going on. Now, don't get me started, because, girl, I was about to do my definition, too, before Drew did it for me, because I was like, is that the word? I said collusion. They don't feel like, I said in my spirit, they don't feel like that's what it's supposed to be. Monyetta, what you talking about? I said, I feel like you're looking for another word, and that's just not it. But then Drew had looked it up, and that's what it was. I said, oh, okay, so it did mean conspiring and, plotting and all that stuff. I said, oh, collusion. Oh, I said, oh, shit, they do be using that up in court. Baby, I felt stupid for a second, because I was about to come for Monyetta and say, girl, that ain't the word. But everybody else was a little confused, okay? And it was looking like that. The whole time Sonya's sitting there like this. Girl, what? I said, yes, it was. Y'all was telling her all the stuff about Drew and this and Drew and that, and you need to watch out for her because she a liar. Marlo was one of the ones doing it. So, of course, she got attacked the most because she just don't like her. And at one point, Kenya was like, well, they said that, this was happening. And then Courtney was like, well, girl, you wasn't even there, so how are you going to say something? Baby, the way Courtney piped up and said that, and then I don't even know if I feel like Courtney did anything wrong in that instant, because, again, Kenya, you wasn't there, and you're voicing your opinion as if you were, and it does sound like you're instigating the situation. So I was just like, oh, wow. And she was like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Okay, and Kenya was like, what you gonna do? I mean, I'm not finna get up and fight you. I don't know what you're trying to get at. I said, oh, y'all two, Kiko, Sheree, you guys are embarrassing, okay? I said, then why did you bring them? Because if you're talking about you want to come to this trip to whatever to be stress-free and to help with shrinking of your fibroids or whatever, that's why I don't get it. Like, it seems a little vague, because if that's the case, you would have went there by yourself, or you would have went there with your family. People that that's not going to have no drama. You bring these girls together on a trip, that there's going to be drama, so there is going to be stress. It's the opposite of what you want to happen. I said, Sheree, shut up. Sheree getting up, making a scene, leaving out because they embarrassing her and all this. Truth be told, I would have left too. Okay, like, I ain't y'all listen. I ain't come all the way over here just to argue over some good looking food and some nice wine. Okay, and y'all arguing over what? King, you wasn't there. Courtney, shut up. Okay, that's just all that it is. Everybody just shut up and let's move on and let's have some fun. I don't understand. They go to their respective places, and you got Drew trying to talk to what's her name, Courtney, and Courtney was like, I just don't get how come you upset at Marlo for recording, but you not upset with Mayetta, and it's a double standard. And even the producers had asked Mayetta, what's the difference between her and Marlo recording, and she said there is no difference. And I said true, because I was gonna say, well, y'all already put it out there that just about everybody was in there recording. The only real difference though in the recording thing is the fact that Marlo sent it out to somebody that's not in their circle and that wasn't there at that moment. You know what I'm saying? In that discussion, she literally sent it to somebody else that's no longer on the show, no longer associated with a lot of the women. I don't know, in that way. And so, yeah, that was the issue. And I understand why Drew is upset about that. Also, because Drew is lying. But that's the difference, Courtney. Okay? And it do, like, I don't know what type of spell these girls, Marlo got over these girls, but they be on her side tough for a lot of things. And I just don't get it, because even after that, Marlo was out there with Sonya and Courtney. They went to their respective places. And you had, like, the group again is divided. It's divided once again. And we can't even, listen, at the end of the day, like, this didn't even have to happen, okay? People just need to mind their business. That's just all that it was. Mayetta had to clear up the fact that she felt like it seemed. I said, now, hold on. Did you hear them say that they was coming at Drew and all this stuff? Or did it feel like it or seem like it because you saw them huddled up? Which one is it, Mayetta? I said, all of y'all just doing a lot for nothing, and it's just really ridiculous at this point. Kenya don't like Courtney at this point because I think, she did say something about her finding out that she was saying that it was karma and all this stuff, whatever, for her busting her ass. And girl, it's just a mess, okay? And Marlo be acting like she don't do nothing and everybody energy is negative except for hers and all of this stuff. And I'm like, girl, people don't be coming at you for no reason. You was being messy when you sent that video. So let's not do that. And I'm just sitting here like, the trip done gone to hell already. Okay? The trip done gone to hell, and that's all that we knew was gonna happen anyway. So, they get to the restaurant or whatever, and did y'all see how Mayetta was rubbing on Sonya's leg and stuff? I said, what's going on? Y'all too gay for me. Anyway, why is this episode this long? Because somebody didn't tell me. I'm trying to understand. It's like an hour and 15 minutes. For what? For what? But anyway, because we really ain't giving nothing. It's not giving nothing. They're talking about the same thing and they're going at each other about the same thing. They get to the place, finally have some dinner. They ordering stuff and asking what they doing for Christmas or whatever, because I guess Christmas is coming up. And Drew was talking about how she's gonna, Sheree said she's spending it with family. Drew said they're going to the Bahamas. I say that the cutest thing was, I ain't gonna lie, when King was on FaceTime with little baby Brooklyn and they was talking and little baby Brooklyn was like, I love you. I said, oh my God, you know what? I really want to be somebody's auntie. You know what I'm saying? I need a little kid to be an auntie too. Listen, I had my cousin was over here with her baby, and so cute and so well mannered, and she ain't even 1 year old yet. Like, the girl didn't really cry at all. I said, oh my God, I need to be somebody auntie. Notice what I said, auntie, not nobody mama. Moving on, so they get there, they talking about that, and Kenya want to know, so Drew, when was the first time you ever went overseas, when you ever went out the country? And she was like, after the first year of her marriage to Ralph, they went wherever they went. And, now that they're 8 years in, baby, when Marlo said, you done got over that 7-year itch of the marriage, how come you still scratching? I like to pass out because, baby, I wasn't expecting. I was wasn't expecting that. I said, well, damn, Marlo, you got her on that one. I ain't even gonna lie. Now, they was talking about that whole stuff, and basically what we come down to is Ralph don't go to therapy no more. Drew still going to therapy, and they still got issues, and I guess they are building it up to us when they finally drop it that they're filing of the divorce or whatever. They keep on dropping these little Easter egg, and well, they ain't even little Easter eggs. They big old chocolate bunnies just walking around looking at us like, there go one clue. You can't help but miss it, bitch. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? And then they get into the whole situation about Monyetta, because at one point Sonya had got up. She came back. The drinks came back. She was like, where the mojito at? Ken was like, this your mojito? She was like, yeah, I ordered the mojito. Ken was like, okay, here you go. She was like, dang, I can't even have my own drink. People just trying to take my stuff. I said, girl, I would have spit in it, okay? Listen, it is what it is, okay? And so I am surprised, okay, that Sonya actually said what she said, because it is very rare, if she ever does, that she calls Marlo out on her mess. She said that she was not here, and she thought that it was very wrong for Marlo to have recorded Drew and to have sent the video out. And she said the same thing about Monyetta. It was wrong for you to record. It was wrong for you to come in and to say that, using the words that you used, talking about a collusion or whatever, that we was doing against Drew, and that wasn't the case, okay? And the wording was kind of harsh, and she was like, well, I just thought that this was going in this, and she was like, no, we're not trying to tell nobody what was this and what. I said, girl, it looked like it, and at the end of the day, Monyetta, you just need to be quiet. If you're not gonna relay the information the way that it's supposed to be relayed, please just hush. I don't want to hear what it looked like or it sounded like or whatever. Courtney was like, baby girl, I don't need to listen to what other people say just to give my opinion about somebody, okay? And first of all, that's her so-called cousin or whatever. Baby, when Courtney hit her with that, thanks, I said, ooh. Now, let me tell you something, Courtney, you making me mad, and you making me go off for you for a second, too, because I'm just like, listen, as much as I can't stand Courtney, I had to give Courtney her props, because Courtney does not back down and let these girls run over her. And for that, I could see her coming back for next season. I said, spice it up a little bit, bitch. I mean, we got to be real and honest with ourselves, all right? And so, next thing you know, Marlo and her get back into it, because they was trying to do apologies and stuff like that. And, since Monyetta said she apologized, Marlo said she apologized for this and that. And then Drew was like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. All I need you to do is worry about getting your charges expunged and working on your case and all that stuff. Now, earlier I said Marlo needs to work on her reads and stuff, whatever, when people be reading her. And Drew kind of came at her. At the end of the day, I'm going to kind of modify that. I'm gonna need the girls, if y'all gonna come at Marlo, y'all doing the same tide reads. Y'all doing the same tide reads. How many times we gonna throw out there, I mean, I know it's funny to some people still, but how many times we gonna hear that, she got so many charges, she trying to get her case expunged, she ain't got no edges, she got so many mugshots, she's a whore, she's this, she's dating this person, like, can we come up with something else? Because we've been hearing it for years, and it's like, it's getting kind of tired, okay? And now you're saying it when you wasn't saying that before. And I don't know. It's just a little weak, both of y'all. And I was just like, girl, that's what Marlo says. You got over that 7-year itch in your marriage. Why you still scratching? It's funny. Girl, they still sitting at this table arguing, going back and forth at each other. And Marlo said something about Karma being a bitch. And then King was like, speaking of Karma, did somebody say something about Karma at this table or something like that? Or I think Monyetta, one of them said that. Okay, y'all can correct me in the comments. I know y'all will. But I was like, here we go. Girl, and it was like, yeah, Courtney, like, you the one that said something about Karma being a bitch when I slipped and fell and all this stuff, She was like, no, I said Karma is real. I said, well, I don't give it. Baby, Courtney, whether you said Karma is real or Karma is a bitch, it's the same thing. You're meaning the same thing in a sense, okay? Because you basically said Karma got that ass, And she was like, basically, the way that if you would say something like that, with me slipping and falling and hurting myself that way and not being okay with the fact that I am okay, and I was able to walk through that. I said, girl, let me put a kibosh on that right quick, Kenya. No shade to your mama, but mama, if I don't rock with you, even though I ain't like when she said that, because at the time I'm sitting here like, what is y'all beef with each other? I just felt like it was insignificant, and y'all had cleared that up, so it came out of left field for me for her to say that. And I said, you got to be careful. You talk about karma got her and all that stuff. That karma that you talking about can come right around on you too. But Courtney stood in it, okay? And my whole thing is, Kenya, when you was doing that little sob story, I don't even know if it's really a sob story, but when you was saying all of that little monologue about you getting up, making that you was okay, and for a person to say that's disgusting and all that, and that says more about them or whatever. If I don't rock with you, I don't fuck with you, I don't care nothing about you, and if I say something like that, baby, I don't give a damn. I don't care if you get up or you don't. Who you feel, oh well, what they got to do with me? I'm sorry, okay? But at the same time, it was like, y'all just don't get along. It is what it is. And, they trying to go back and forth, and I'm just tired of it. I was just like, oh my goodness, this is what we're going to do. Every time y'all get together, y'all start arguing. It's getting old. But Courtney held her own, okay? And I'm just have to put it like that. King was trying to make points. Courtney wasn't budging. Kenya wasn't budging. It was just a mess. It was like y'all hitting brick walls or whatever. And when Courtney was trying to say, like, you got a history of being like this mean person or whatever, I didn't like the fact that they had put in there Kenya cussing out them because when they was banging on her door. She didn't start that. So you can take that. Everything else, that was fine. But that part, that shouldn't have been up in there. They shouldn't have put that in there because she had a reason. Because y'all was banging on her door. So what was she supposed to do? Come there with no attitude? And then her daughter is in there and now she's in trouble with Mark because of that? No, we're not going to do that. But at this point in time, they had walked away. They're going to regroup and do some things later. They're going to put a kibosh on it, right? The girl, the next day, they was driving. They went to the vineyard and all that stuff. And, they sipping the wine and everything. And next thing you know, we hear a ding, ding. Somebody gets a message. And then we see Marlo pick up her phone. And the thing said, I message from Ralph Pittman. I said, now, hold on. I'm thinking that maybe they edited it wrong and it was supposed to really be in Drew. No, girl. It was from Ralph to Marlo. I said, because Marlo said, I'm going to just put it out here, right now. I ain't trying to start no mess. But I just got a message from Ralph, Drew's husband. I said, Ralph, what the fuck are you doing? Girl, basically Ralph had sent what that girl named Marlo a text saying, I hear that you got my name up in your mouth and you up here being disrespectful to my wife and you being disrespectful to me and all of that, and I'm gonna need you to stop. Don't say nothing. I let it slide before, but I don't understand why my name's still up in your mouth. Could you please stop? I'm sitting here like, girl, you done told your husband. And like Sheree said, all Marlo really did say was that your husband work in technology, don't he? I thought that's what he did too. That's what you said or something like that. Baby, don't nobody really know. I don't see what was offensive about that, but hey, to each his own. Maybe because I ain't got no nigga, I don't know what, that's just what it is. I said, now, Drew, you couldn't hold your own, so you had to go tattletale to Ralph. That could have blew up to something bigger. And Marlo said, I'm talking to you. I'm not going to talk to Ralph because he's a man. She old school with it. And I kind of respect it a little bit because it could have went way out of hand. But then they're going to have a meetup. They're going to have a meetup at Candy Thing next week. And shout out to Manny. Manny was the one that the dude that was in he was about to eat the peach. All right, like, we follow each other. I said, oh my God, I remember seeing these pictures. I didn't know they was going to put this on the show or whatever. I remember when he did the event. Shout out to him, you know what I'm saying, with your fan self. But, they had that, and they had some of the native people come in. And girl, Drew said, it was really nice when the Pilgrims came in. I said, what? Drew is really trying to take Portia's spot in this dumb... The producer said the Pilgrims are not around no more. What are you talking about? And then they had them doing a comfy challenge. I said, oh, that's cute or whatever. And that was the episode. This episode went on a little bit too long, and I don't understand why. But anyway, I'm looking forward to next week because LaToya coming back and Cynthia coming. I said, oh, snap. Here we go. I'll see y'all later. Peace.